I'm former NASA mechanical engineer turned YouTuber Mark Rober. I've been making videos for 9 years and just passed 10m subs. IAmA. Hello, I'm Mark Rober. I have a YouTube channel where I build stuff and come up with new ideas. I recently co-founded #TEAMTRES with Mr. Beast. My passion is getting people, especially the young folk, stoked about science and engineering. IAmA, proof https://www.boxpoint.com/s/1c3cowie7rzuhbtc/AMA% 20 mark 20 rober.png DL equals 0. My channel https://www.youtube.com/markrober. My most popular videos on Reddit were probably 1. Glitterbomb https://www.reddit.com/r/videos/comments/739zk/package_fee_videos_trap/2. Carnival scam science https://www.reddit.com/r/videos/comments/78k522/carnival_scam_and_science_and_win/3. Courtesy Kahorn Honk https://www.youtube.com/watch v=lv8wqnk_sap. TL. Doctor of me, I have a master's in mechanical engineering. I worked at NASA for 9 years, 7 of which were spent on the Curiosity rover. After that I worked for Apple for 4 years doing product design and their special projects group. I just quit to do YouTube full-time 6 months ago. Some highlights for me this year were, plus co-founded Team Trees with Mr. Beast, plus went from 3m to 10m subscribers on YouTube, and past 1B views. I make one vid/month. Plus announced a show I'm making with Jimmy Kimmel that will air on Discovery where we prank people with cool contraptions that violate social norms. Edit okay. After 2 hours I'm gonna sign off for a bit. I will check back later, and if there are any questions that have bubbled to the top I will try and address them. That was fun and different for me. You guys are the best. What made you switch over from NASA to YouTube? At the time it was a pretty easy decision. I started a Halloween company based off my first ever YouTube video. Sold it to some guys in the UK and they wanted me to come up with more ideas. It may sound like a downgrade, but it was a fun opportunity and a chance to see what it's like starting a business, plus I knew I could always go back to NASA if it failed abysmally. After doing that for 2 years I was offered a position at Apple to do really cool stuff, so I took it. My philosophy on career paths and life really is like crossing a river by jumping on stones. Have a very rough general idea of your path, but then look at the best stone and hop on it. Only at that point will you really see the next available rocks, and then wiggle them all with your foot and pick the best one. This idea of having a 20-year career plan, or knowing exactly what you want to do with your life in high school is a fallacy and it stresses people out. We think life paths are a straight line, but they are always filled with twists and turns and mountains and valleys. That's way more interesting anyways. Edit link to that Halloween video https://www.youtube.com/watch v=QOQWS77 Joel 6C. Of all of your videos, which one was the most expensive to make? Probably Jello Pool or maybe Glitterbomb 2.0. We got a deal on the phones because they were used and refurbished from China at $100/per, but it still adds up. What led you to do partnership with Mr. Beast? We are friends. Been talking about collabing since I did the lemon powered car video. Once someone suggested we work together on this, we just started talking about it, and one thing led to another. How do I become friends with Mr. Beast? In 2019 that seems to be the highest paying job at the moment lol. Hilariously enough, the top choice for future jobs with my students is they all want to be YouTube celebrities. I told them it may look like all fun and games, but it's still a job and takes time and effort to put out quality videos. How close are we to the first human landing on Mars? They are definitely alive. Not sure if they are in grade school or high school or already graduated. I sure hope it's the latter. Plot twist, the first human on Mars will be a senior. In high school or college. Citizen. Did you get any news from the guy who stole one of your glitter bombs? Yes. He finally started returning our calls and texts. I would characterize his response as not very happy. Calm as a bitch. What did he say? Like, did he return the box? Did he agree it was dumb to do this to you of all people? Belligerent. Threatened legal action, which is why I need to be sort of careful of what I write here. I lawyered up pretty strong on this one, so I feel really confident in my position all across the board. The reason there were 2 reactions that weren't blurred was because we had signed releases from those people. We didn't try or weren't able to obtain releases from the rest, and I don't want to ruin their lives for a single bad decision without their consent. Also gets more legally tricky unblurred and without a release, because you open yourself up to some ambulance chasing type of lawyer who would track them down and encourage them file a lawsuit. Now I was wondering why some were not blurred, so you talked with 2 of the victims. Can you talk a little about that was like, or was it only to sign the release? BTW, I love what you do. I showed the footage to Jimmy Kimmel. I give him sneak peeks of my videos on occasion and he always has really good input. In this case, he said I really need to try and not have those faces blurred because their facial expressions are so great. One of the producers from his show called them up and worked their magic, so I had no interaction with them. As a testament to how cool a human being he is, he was willing to get on the phone with the dudes himself and ask them if it came to that. Luckily, it didn't. What was your first project that really kickstarted your enjoyment for engineering? Maybe the different projects you do in high school: physics, egg drop, toothpick bridge, boat race, etc. I love approaching a problem and the brainstorming part at the beginning and trying to get really clever on the best approach. The more out of the box and simple the better. Your egg drop video was the first one I saw of yours a couple years ago and was hooked. Keep up the great work. Hi Mark, thanks for doing this AMA. What are the most technically challenging things you've designed, either in industry or on your own, and why? Do you have any plans for even more challenging designs? My March 2020 video I've been working on with a team of Stanford students for 8 months. It will take the cake even above the Autoball seat dartboard. They are all hard for different reasons. The glitter bomb is so tricky because it needs to be robust and work in so many different situations. You'll notice the lady that stole the package after covering herself up didn't have a reaction. That's because the weather was slightly colder and the box malfunctioned. GPS still worked, so we found it in the dumpster next to her apartment. We recovered probably 90% of the boxes and they were always in the closest dumpster. Fart spray FTW. At NASA and Apple the problems were much harder, but you also have massive teams working on them, so one person's job is always doable. Is this video related to the self-driving DeLorean? Lol, no, but there are some crossover element. If something happened and YouTube wasn't an option, would you keep doing these builds for fun? Also, what would you do for a living? I'm getting my teaching credentials. My dream job is to teach high school physics, part-time and volunteer. Hello good sir, what is your favorite tool that you have in your workshop, Mike? Elon Musk flamethrower. And that absolutely qualifies as a tool. Not a flamethrower. Apparently shipping flamethrowers is illegal, so they had to change the name to not a flamethrower. Time to sell, not a drug. If you were given an unlimited budget for a video, what invention would you make, and for what purpose? I mean, that self-driving and drifting DeLorean was pretty cool. Fully unlimited budget? Why not start with fusion reactors and AI? What job did you like more and was more interesting to work at, Apple or NASA? NASA is cool because it's freaking space and I'm designing stuff for another planet. Apple was cool because you have more freedom and bigger budgets to try crazy things. Less red tape to deal with. Wait, Apple gives a bigger budget than NASA? NASA gets less than 0.5% of the national budget, which is usually around 20+ billion/year. Apple's annual revenue is 10 times that. Oh hi Mark, do you think you will go to space in your lifetime? What is the most important thing that needs to happen/improve for this? Congrats on 10 mil. For sure. In fact it might happen this year. Hardest part will be getting clearance from the wife. Awesome. If you had to prove a flat earth wrong with just a couple of statements, how would you do it? Ugh. *SIGHS *THINKS For a bit, this whole premise is flawed. As they say, you cannot reason people out of something they were not reasoned into. I think the psychology of conspiracy theorists is fascinating. I think generally they are people who weren't the smartest in their class growing up. This gives them the secret knowledge. They have a leg up on the sheeple. Then a community forms and now they have an identity and friends. There is just no incentive for them to look at it objectively. Confirmation bias runs strong. If they agree the earth is round, then they lose all their friends and go back to being the not smart ones. They don't receive a hero's welcome from us either. We're like, it's about time, idiot. It's just misaligned incentives. If it wasn't flat earth, it would be something else. Don't despair if you feel people are getting stupider, they are just getting better at sharing it. Hi Mark. For Glitterbomb 3.0, can I suggest a high power fan at the base, so that it flies everywhere instead of just a concentrated area? The fart spray will also spread further too, lol. Love what you're doing. Thanks Mark. One reason some people didn't smell the fart spray was because the motor was spinning slower at first, and it wasn't atomizing the spray and making it float in the air. We fixed that for the reactions you see where they actually smell it. Having said that, next year I will double it again. My goal is to not have a single person not comment on the smell. Also 3.0 is coming, for sure. Are you not worried people will have seen your video and will just open the box and sell the phones and still end up making a profit? How often do you get noticed in public? Depends on where I'm at. Being in a place with a lot of people, for instance sporting event, increases the chances, as does certain parts of the country. At this point it's maybe once a day. I've noticed if I hold a camera it goes up about 10x. And if I stop to take a pic with someone, then people will look at you to see if they know you, and it goes up a lot then too. How do you feel about your level of fame? Does it bother you? Do you like it? Would you prefer if you could live anonymously? Conflicted. I never wanted that part. At this level it is fine, and I enjoy being able to something so simple as taking a picture with someone and making their day. But I have deep empathy for people who are super famous and can't go out in public without constantly being barraged. I could easily see how that would feel like a prison. Was there ever a time it got in the way of your normal life, or a really comfortable thing that happened because you are famous? My pharmacist, my doctor, the house cleaner are all examples of people that have recognized me where I would have preferred anonymity. Hi Mark, I love your videos. Do you think you will ever have time to make more than one a month? I will never do that. See my post above on burnout. I want them to feel special and to keep the quality high. Hi Mark, I'm a computer engineering student in my 4th year at university. While I still very much enjoy my field of study, I find myself suffering from burnout because of the grind. Do you find yourself getting burned out from time to time? If so, how do you deal with it? Also, any more collabs with Destin planned soon? I feel strongly about burnout. I can't speak to your situation, but I will speak to mine, and hopefully there is some nugget that will translate for you. I feel like YouTubers feel this pressure that, as soon as they see some sort of success, they need to scale up, hire a team, do merch, write a book, start releasing 4 vids/week, start a podcast, etc. It's the equivalent of turning up the speed on a treadmill. At first it's exciting, and you're killing it, but the problem is that the dopamine wears off. That's a feature, not a bug of human evolution, to keep us striving for more, but you're stuck on a treadmill at a sprinter's pace. That to me is the definition of burnout. It's the same input, but you're not getting the same output you used to. I have done 1 vid/month for 9 years. I just hired my first full-time employee a few months ago. I still do all my own editing, because I like it. Why would I outsource that? I've just really tried to keep my treadmill at a jogging pace and keep the video quality high, and as a result I've never felt burnt out yet. There's a great story about this concept, https://bemoreworthless.com/ the story of the Mexican fisherman / Get Gray is another YouTuber that comes to mind that is like this. Very infrequent posts that are the highest quality. Love it. Hello Mark. How did you decided to start YouTube, and did you guys really believed from the start that #TEAMTRES would reach the 20-meter goal? Cause many seemed skeptical about it. Big fan. Happy holidays. Start of YouTube was just me posting my Halloween costume online and it accidentally went viral. With #TEAMTRES I had no idea. I either thought we were going to raise $100 million in the first weekend or we would never break $1 million. To be able to raise the full amount right at the end was the best case scenario. It was such a group effort from so many YouTubers and people who just really latched onto it, and it was really special to be part of it and watch it unfold. It was a lot of work, but one of the things I think I will look back on and be proud of for being a part of, as I hope everyone feels who joined. Will you ever do another fundraiser like #TEAMTRES, but with another topic? Like cleaning the ocean, trying to stop wildfires, etc. Stay tuned to cool things I will be doing in the coming year. Do grades really matter at school? For your first job, yes. For the rest of your career, no. Thanks for all of your brilliant contributions to the maker and scientific communities. What does your actual workshop look like? The tools on your bench always look too new and orderly. Lol. I cleaned them up before I film. Also, I just got sent a bunch of new tools from Carlisle. Hi Mark, what happened to the How Ridiculous trampoline? Are you still working on it? February video most likely. Hey Mark, I plan on going into engineering. Electrical/mechanical. I was wondering, do you believe your master's degree prepared you for your employment? I'm also a big fan of yours. My favorite video was 200 dropped wallets. I got my master's degree after working industry for a while. For me that was the better path. I cared more and knew the things I was most interested in after working in the field for a bit. Hi Mark, I'm a huge fan. So since you do a video every month, how far ahead do you plan for each project? And how many do you already have planned right now? I have all my videos for 2020 planned out. They are all at varying stages in builds and planning. Will the show be uploaded to your channel? I will upload at least one episode, so people can taste a sample. YouTube is still my first love, so I plan on still making my monthly videos.